This is grown man strength. He's had this strength forever. And he's back. His endurance is back. This motherfucker looks... That's a 60-year-old man that looks like he's 40.
I mean, with all due respect to Mike, I feel like we keep discrediting Jake every single time. Yeah. And then he keeps doing it and we keep moving the goalposts.
I gave Jake his props. I think Jake is a good boxer.
He is.
For the amount of time he has been boxing. Yeah. I just think Mike is a different animal.
That's possible. But at the same time, like Jake age catches up to all of us. That's 60 years old is still 60 years old.
Also, I'm curious, has the nature of boxing changed? Like, has the style of boxing? Like, is it possible that if he's in a groove where he's like, look, he fights this way, everyone knows what he does, and he's been doing the same thing 30 years, and Jake, despite being more novice, is doing something newer, technically speaking.
This is what I would say.
Jake just has that overhand right.
Jake's got power. He's got this great overhand right. What I think that Mike will try to do is smother him. And I don't think Jake will have power in the smother. Like, he needs a little bit more length and distance to get the shots off. But what Jake is good at is catching somebody moving in. So if Mike just moves straight in, Jake can catch you in short distance with that overhand right.
Mike has that.
But if Mike is bobbing and weaving on the way in, that will be more difficult, of course. And I'm sure that he's seen clips of this. He's like, okay, I got to watch that when I'm walking in, but that's what I'm worried about. Mike's also got a great chin. They call him Iron Mike Tyson for a reason. So I don't think that he's going to feel power. And this is no insult to Jake's power, but he's not going to feel power he hasn't felt before. Like, Mike's been in there with much harder hitters than Jake. And Jake is a hard-hitting guy. You cannot take that away from him. But Mike's been in there with the hardest hitting human beings on the planet. Yes. Simple as that. And he stood up against
Jake has never been in the ring with somebody with Mike's power.
That I can't say just based on his spars. I don't know who he's sparring with.
Okay. He hasn't
been in a professional fight with anybody close to his power. That's 100% true. And power's the last thing to go, is what I'll say.
Okay, because that's my question.
Last thing. Yeah.
Is a 60, and dude, rooting for him, 60-year-old Mike, does he have that kind of power?
Power is the last thing to go. Mike, if you looked at George Foreman, I think George Foreman won the heavyweight title at 50 years old or something like that.
He had like 45 maybe.
Yeah, we should look that up. But he was known as the hardest hitting puncher alive. You know, I think when he fought Joe Frazier, he lifted him in the air on an uppercut.